Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of JALEN Says. And today we're with Michael A. McFadden. How are you today, sir?
Man, I am awesome. How about you, sir? How you feeling today?
Wonderful, fantastic.
So hey, man, you look great, man. I love your hair, bro.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Well, this man right here is. Well, he has his own radio show, which is incredible. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so Mornings with Michael and Friends, man, is something that I've been doing since 2009 when I first got into internet radio. And it's always been a pleasure to have a platform to be able to interview people, especially starting as in humble beginnings. You know, when I first started doing this thing at the house over 10 years ago. So it just grew overnight, it seems like.
Nice. So
10 years ago. So it's just
very
grew
incredible.
Overnight, it seems like. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So I also heard you had this show before Power 1089 in Real Talk with Michael and Friends. You had Real Talk with Michael McFadden on Blog Talk.
Yes, you've done your research, man. Yeah, I started that back in 2009. So if we go back to 2008, where the whole idea began, I think the U.S. was in a position that I've never seen before as a working adult, being in a recession. And what was happening was, like, a lot of people were losing their jobs, and it made me think about, okay, what can I do outside of my expertise? Because I was working in real estate at the time. What can I do outside of that to maybe help prevent that if something else happens? So I wrote a book in 2008 called Truisms. And with the writing of that book, it sparked an idea as an independent self-published author that I needed a way to promote the book. And then that's when Real Talk with Michael McFadden was born. It was really a platform in the beginning just to help me sell more books, right? I just needed a platform to tell people that I had this book, but the show actually grew, man. We went from being a one day a week, 30-minute show on Blog Talk Radio to being a 2 times a week, 2-hour show. And we knocked out over 400 episodes on Blog Talk Radio. And the thing about it, man, is just like every episode, I just got better and better at my craft as a radio host.
Nice. So you had this book called Truisms. What was it about?
So Truisms, the subtitle was it. So a truism is something that, you know, is so simple or so self-evident that we don't realize it, right? And it's the things that we can do in our life that can help take us to another level without really investing a whole lot. And the subtitle was Truisms, the next level, is it that simple? So what I wanted to do was create a book, something that people can read where they can do simple things in their lives to take their lives to a next level. For instance, the first one in the book is having good people skills. I think being in a society like this where everything is social, right? We do everything over social media nowadays. The thing about it is you got to have good people skills, because now if you can't relate or communicate with other people, it's going to be tough. You got to create great relationships along the way, especially in whatever it is that you do. It's all about creating great relationships. And one of my favorites is being reliable and being responsible, because now when we talk about creating a platform, the 2 things that I tell all of our personalities here at Power 108.9, 1, you got to have great content, and then 2, you got to be consistent, right? So when we talk about being reliable and being responsible, hey, do what it is that you're going to say. Don't overcommit yourself. If something starts at 8 o'clock, guess what? I'm there at 7:55. You know what I'm saying? If somebody asks me to be somewhere and I know I can't make it, guess what I'm going to say? Hey, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do it, because one of the worst words in the English dictionary is the word try, T-R-Y. And the reason I say that, Jalen, is because try means to fail with honor. And I'm gonna give you an example. If you say, hey, Michael, can you come to dinner tonight with us? And if I say, hey, I'm gonna try to make it, Jalen, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? He's not coming. He's not coming. So when we talk about being reliable and being responsible, make a decision. It's either a yes or it's either a no. So when we talk about the book Truisms, that's what it was all about, man. Just those little small things that we know about, but continue to reinforce them so we can take our lives to another level.
Nice. So do you have any ideas of creating another book?
I thought about it, maybe not creating another one per se, but the content that's in that book, like it's timeless. Like you can continue to read that book 10, 15, 20 years from now. So maybe what I'm considering is maybe putting out a second edition, because I made a lot of mistakes on that first book. It was my first book ever that I wrote. So there were a lot of mistakes in there, things that I would do differently. So as far as writing another book, maybe we'll just do a second edition to Truisms and kind of clean it up a little bit.
Nice. Nice. So what is your favorite book?
It's a great question. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. That was one of the first books, believe it or not, real talk, like even through my entire high school and, my grade school days, elementary, middle, and high school. Rich Dad, Poor Dad was one of the first books that I ever read from front to back. And as an adult reading that, the subtitle on that is what rich people teach their kids that the poor and middle class don't. And that book right there has so many jewels in that book that it was it really changed my life. It really put me on a trajectory of where I am today with that one book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Another one that I always go back to, 100 Ways to Motivate Yourself. That's always one of those books too. It's timeless. If you ever just need a push or self-motivation, 100 Ways to Motivate Yourself is a good one too.
Nice. Nice. So if you were to have another book, what would the inspiration be about?
Great question, because now if I look back, like only a few people know this, man. I've been writing this, I just been writing this kind of a memoir of myself for the past maybe 10, 15 years. And I just started as a kid and just trying to bring back some of the memories that I had growing up in Southeast DC, being, stuff with my mom and my dad, and how I got entangled in all of this, my 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old self up in Washington, D.C. So if there was going to be another book that was going to be put out or something that I would write, I would continue to put that memoir together, because one, I think it's a great story of someone that's overcome the odds, right? Being an African-American in Southeast DC in the 1970s with just your mom, you know what I'm saying? And everybody battling their demons and being able to escape that and being an inspiration to an entire Washington DC. It's that's something that's definitely in the back of my mind.
Nice. Miss Sapphire said, "I'd like saying, I'll think about it."
No, I'll think about it. Right. I'll think about it.
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
In my mind, if you say, I'll try, or I'll think about it. To dinner?
To me, Sapphire says it's not gonna happen. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. No, it's a great way to look at it.
Yeah, you're saying, I'll try to make it for dinner is basically saying you're gonna get some cold macaroni.
Right. It was cold macaroni is the worst.
Worse than SpaghettiOs.
Oh, SpaghettiOs. We still eating SpaghettiOs in 2021?
No, and I never had one, and I don't know what they taste like.
Oh, okay. What about the boxed macaroni and cheese? I know Mom not still on the boxed macaroni and cheese, is she?
She was never on the boxed macaroni and cheese.
Right, awesome.
Gluten. You know what I got? Wait, was it no? I got a root beer cake.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
My mom made like the best macaroni and cheese with apple cider. Applesauce. Applesauce. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Good. That's awesome. Your mom is great, man. She's awesome.
Food. What's your favorite?
So, man, my wife and I, we're foodies, man. Like, we will eat anything. To start, like, I love some good soul food, even though that's something that I can't do every day. Like, I'm a big fan of oxtails. I love eating some oxtails. I love some good barbecue ribs. I'm not vegan. I'm not, I eat everything. I eat pork. I do it all. I love breakfast. Breakfast is one of my favorite meals. You can't go wrong with some good pancakes and bacon. But my go-to, like, if I want to sit down, I love shrimp, man. Like, I can eat shrimp 7 days a week.
Just like my mother.
Yeah.
She did shrimp breakfast, lunch, dinner,
snack,
breakfast, snack, brunch.
Hey, you know what's funny though? You know what's funny, Jalen? I was over a friend's house a couple of weeks ago, and we were, I think it was for Father's Day weekend. I think it was Father's Day weekend. We went over a friend's house, and this was the first time ever. I'm 50 years old, Jalen. It's the first time ever I've seen someone make shrimp cocktail. I've never seen shrimp cocktail made because normally you show up and the shrimp cocktail is already done. And I've never thought about, okay, well, how did they do that? I saw the process live on Father's Day.
Wow.
Just a couple of weeks ago. At 50 years old, never knew you boil the shrimp a little bit and then put it in the ice. Never knew that, sir.
I never saw the process of that either.
So now I spoiled it for you, right?
Did you make the cocktail sauce though?
Yeah, we had the cocktail sauce came out of the little thing, so he didn't make it homemade. Yeah.
I wonder how that's going to be made.
Right, exactly.
World mysteries.
We could just YouTube it. We could find it.
Yeah. Well, back to some other important things. You said you were a realtor. What made you want to be that?
So the great question, sir, because when I got into real estate, I got my real estate license back in 1999. And it was because of the first purchase of our home. My wife and I, we purchased our first home back in 1996. And during that process, we were clueless about what was going on. Like we made a bunch of mistakes only because we didn't know the process. So I think after a couple of years, because I did a couple of different jobs before I got into real estate, but one of the things that motivated me was having our brothers and sisters out there purchasing real estate and not really understanding what that process is. So I made it a fact that I would go in and get my real estate license. And with that process, I'll be able to educate our brothers and sisters of the process and not just bringing them along here, sign here, do this. No, not that. Just really explaining what the process of real estate looked like. And that was my true motivation for getting into real estate. And but not to mention, like real estate agents make pretty good money. You know what I'm saying? I am, it's a great paying job, but the fulfillment of being able to educate your people about that process was priceless for me.
Nice. So you said you made a mistake buying your first home. What was it?
Not hiring a real estate agent. My wife and I, we did it all on our own. Nobody else was involved. And we should have hired the help of a real estate agent because the house that we purchased, there were things that weren't complete. We purchased a very old house in the West End community. Great location, right? This is back in 96, very good location. Very close to the expressway. But what happened was the purchase process, like things that were promised to get done, didn't get done. We didn't have it in writing. It was just a fiasco. And I can name 100,000 mistakes that we made during that process. But once again, I made it a fact that the next purchase wouldn't go down like that.
Nice. So what was your favorite time working as a realtor?
Oh, I love that, man. When I got the opportunity to become the national sales trainer for one of the largest home builders in the United States of America, that was the most gratifying accomplishment that I ever had in my real estate history. I mean, I've probably opened up close to 30, I'll say 20. I'll say 20 new home communities in the state of Georgia by myself, where we actually, put families into homes in the state of Georgia. But once the company trusted me to train all of the new home sales agents back in the day, like that was so cool. And one of the reasons it's so cool, Jalen, because I am the guy, like I mentioned earlier, I'm from Southeast. I barely graduated from high school. Never spent a day in college. I take that back. I spent a couple of days in college, but don't have a college degree. Like I said, barely graduated from high school. But my mindset going back to truisms, right? If you have those skills, where you are reliable and responsible, good people skills, you have those elusive factors that I talk about in the book. You know what I'm saying? Like being resilient, like having, being self-driven, those things like that. I was able to take all of that stuff and show people like it's not about the paper that you get from a college education. It's about the work that you put in. And for me in real estate, that accomplishment, being a national sales trainer for the #1 home builder back in the day, best accomplishment ever in real estate.
Nice. So what was your least favorite?
being the national sales trainer for a home builder. That was my least favorite. And I'll tell you why. Like I didn't know what that process was going to look like. And back then, so our son is 23 now. And back then he was super young. He was probably 5 or 6. I don't remember his exact age, how old he was, but I didn't realize how much I was going to be away from home. You know, you think about, you know, traveling and every day you're waking up in a new city. It got old real fast. And I realized that even though it was fun giving so much energy to everybody else, I was neglecting my family at the same time. You know, it's January in Atlanta and it's cold, it's rain, it might have snowed, but I'm on my way to Miami to spend a week in Miami, and my family is up in ATL. Now they're well taken care of financially. However, they're here cold, dad's gone, he's in Miami chilling, and we up in the A, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't chilling, you just sunbathing. They chilling. They chilling, all right.
Yeah, I was probably sunbathing, Jalen. Don't tell everybody, man.
Yeah, I tried to have a snowball fight and my fingers almost froze off.
Right, I totally understand.
Yeah, boy, you were sunbathing.
Yeah, I was.
Fingers might as well been getting burnt off than frozen off there. Well, what was your favorite place traveling with
doing real estate? So Florida was always a great hot spot. Texas was super duper nice. Cali was cool, but I really enjoyed the whole East Coast vibe, because with the East Coast vibe, I was able to hit, you know, states like Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, New York, Pennsylvania, and my hometown, Washington, D.C. So it was always, for me, it was super duper cool to stay on the East Coast. When you start going out Midwest and out to the West Coast, man, that time difference gets you, you know, you're all off your game. So I really just loved enjoying staying right here on the East Coast. But with that being said, man, I would have to say that Florida, that Southeast division that we used to do, that was always a great run for me.
Nice. So what was your favorite place traveling just in general?
So I was, so when I graduated from high school, I joined the military back in 1989. So I served from 1989 to 1992. I actually served doing Operation Desert Storm with Daddy Bush, with George H.W. Bush. And I was stationed in Hawaii. So that's where I lived for 3 years. On the beautiful island of Oahu, which was an awesome destination. But during my time in the Army, I was also able to hit places like Japan, the Philippines, Guam. Where else did we go? Thailand. So I was able to go to some of those countries, man. And those countries, it's just awesome to see the culture in different countries. And about 2 years ago, I had an opportunity to go back to Hawaii for the first time. So when I left in 92, I had never been back to Hawaii. And I had an opportunity to take my family back to Hawaii, the same island that where I was stationed at on Oahu. And it was myself, my wife, and our son. And I got an opportunity to go back to Schofield Barracks where I was stationed at. And I was able to visit the barracks where we were for those entire 3 years, man. And it was just so cool to do that. And then have my son to be able to see where his dad was stationed at as a soldier. And just proud to say that now, once my son finished up at Auburn, he graduated from high school and went to Auburn University, and now he's serving in the United States Army. He's stationed at Fort Stewart right now, and before Fort Stewart, he was stationed in Korea for a year. So to be able to see him do that, it's just been an awesome feeling, bro.
Nice. So you said you're in Japan, getting some culture. Did you get some homemade spicy ramen though?
No, we did not. No, I didn't even think about it. No, we didn't get the ramen. The only ramen we had was the ramen noodles that we bought from the PX before we got there. That was it.
Man.
You know what? When we were in Japan, Jalen, there was some tension. The part of we were in Hijida, Japan, and that country, that city at the time where we were, there was tension between the US and Japan back then. So we really didn't get an opportunity to explore the city. As a matter of fact, when we came from the airport, they put us on these chartered buses, and they actually had the curtains blacked out on the bus so that the citizens of Hijudai couldn't see that there were US soldiers in there. So when we were there, we were super duper protected. Now in Thailand, though, when we were in Thailand, we were in Bangkok, Thailand. We were actually in a city called Chonburi. And in Chonburi, we were able to get out into the country and really explore. So you talk about some good noodles. The good noodles are in Thailand.
Did you get them though?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
They didn't have macaroni and cheese though. And the shrimp. Oh my goodness, bro. The shrimp. They're called prawn over there. Huge. Look like lobster tails.
What, like the whole shrimp?
Yes. It look like lobster tail. Your mom would love it.
Wow. What would they get in cocktail sauce?
I don't think you need sauce. I don't think you need it. It's fine.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. And I did not stutter the first 2 times.
That's okay. Hey, man, we had fun with you on the show a couple of weeks ago, bro.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Definitely. I heard the audience screaming outside. All the girls craving for me, you know? Yeah, definitely.
They're requesting you back, bro, but we got to have you back.
Yeah.
But did you get a chance to see? I saw you being very observant, and you saw all of the moving parts as it pertained to the show and how we operate. What was it? I'm interviewing you now. What was the takeaway for you from that?
The takeaway. Well, first off, now I finally learned that this, it's not everything's live.
Okay.
Except, the people who are doing the thing.
Okay.
And you basically have to do most of the stuff manually, like the commercials and stuff. And there were a bunch of offices.
Okay. Yep.
And a nice lounge.
Yep. Nice lounge. Good. Great place to take pictures.
Yeah, definitely.
And you were at the Brave Stadium.
Yeah, definitely.
But now we had a blast with you, Jalen.
Yes. And you also are the owner or CEO of McFadden LLC.
Okay.
What is that?
What was that last part, Jalen?
Now, what is McFadden LLC?
So it's just the main company. So Google. So if you think about Google as a corporation, their main company is Alphabet LLC, and then Google is an arm of that main company. I think when you're putting a business together, when you're putting a business plan together, you just want to have one entity, and then from that entity, you can open up different things under that umbrella. So from a business perspective, for me, it was just having McFadden LLC as that business entity. And then as we grow, if entrepreneurship is something that, people want to do, but I made the decision to do that. Now I can create smaller umbrellas underneath that LLC. That's all. It was just a business thing. I got a great tax guy, Brian Jobert. He schooled me into doing all that good stuff.
Nice. And before, Michael and Friends, or Wild Michael and Friends, you also had Michael and Jay Nash.
Yep. So the morning show has went through several transitions through the years. Initially, when I first started doing morning radio, initially the Blog Talk Radio show, obviously that was a nighttime show that we did. I got an opportunity to host a morning show with one of my favorite mentors, Griff. You had Griff on the show before. Griff and I actually had a morning show together. It was the Tony and Griff show with Michael McFadden. And that was a morning show that we did for several years. And with that, I was able to get the experience of one, doing morning radio. 2, working with a real radio personality. And when I say real radio personality, he's worked in terrestrial radio for a long time. I grew up listening to Griff on the radio, so I was always a fan of his. So then to have the opportunity to work with him, and then when it got to a point to where we all got to a point to where it was time to go our separate ways, because it happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens. Griff got the opportunity with Erica Campbell doing the Get Up Mornings, which was a great opportunity, because we all know that was that was something that Griff wanted to get back into. So we were all happy.
Yes.
Then for me, I was there like, okay, what's next for me? And that's when I decided to do morning radio. So I started doing the morning show by myself. And then that's when I created Mornings with Michael and Joy. That's how this whole thing started with the morning show, was myself and Joy Pearson. Joy is the one who invented the joystick. As a matter of fact, we keep little joysticks all around here. Look, I know I gave her a shameless plug. So it was Michael and Joy. And then after Michael and Joy, I went back to doing the show by myself again, Mornings with Michael and Friends, and then brought Jay Nash on to do Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash. And then, like I said, with radio, man, what you're going to see is you got to be able to make adjustments on the fly, right? You put your 5-year plan together, right? And then what happens is year one doesn't go the way that it was supposed to go on paper. So you got to make adjustments. So you always got to be prepared for those speed bumps out there, and then make adjustments as they come.
Nice. Yes. And we actually had to talk about that, the changing name station.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best stations in the world, though.
Hey, appreciate that.
Yeah. But
no, it's been fun. Like I said, if I look back in 2009, Blog Talk Radio, Real Talk with Michael McFadden, our first show was August 28th, if I'm not mistaken, and it was how to stay recession proof. And my man Clyde Anderson was on the show that day. Shout out to Paul Massonet, man. He gave me the idea of doing the show. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have never seen a radio station for myself. I would have never thought that back in 2009. I would never thought that. So now we're here. Like you mentioned, I do the morning show Monday through Friday, 8 to 9. And then we also have 14 other great radio shows that we run through Power 108.9. And it's just cool to be able to give other people that opportunity to be heard. And not only do we give them a platform, Jalen, but we coach them. You know what I'm saying? Like we provide feedback. We're open to feedback as far as a station, what we can do to help our personalities grow what it is that they're doing. So I think when you think about radio stations, I don't think there's any other radio station out there that does that. And I think that's one of the main reasons why all of the radio shows that are here with us at Power have been here for so long, because we create an amazing platform for them to create their brand. And ultimately, at the end of the day, they trust us with their brand.
Yes. Well, I actually heard you got to go. But before you get off, can you tell us your info and where we could find you in more Power 108.9?
Yes, sir, Jalen. Thank you very much, man. I had a great time. Shout out to Cole Parker for actually putting this together, because you interviewed my man Cole Parker, and he came in the next day and was like, yo, we got to get Jalen on the show. And we made that happen. So without that happening, this right here would have never happened. But for all of your listeners out there, man, thank you once again, Jalen, for having me on. You can follow me personally. My Instagram is super duper simple. DC, the number 2 ATL. That's DC 2 ATL. And then you can follow the radio station, Power 108.9 on Instagram. And the website is simple as well, power1089.com. And you can listen to the show via the website, the website, Android. You can even say, hey, Alexa, play Power 108.9, and Alexa will play Power 108.9 for you.
Nice. Well, thank you a lot for coming on. Is there anything you want to say before you get off?
Hey, I want to say shout out to you, Jalen. Keep up the great work.
Definitely will.
All right. Keep up the great work. And you definitely got to come back and do some morning radio with us again, man, because I think that the more and more we pour into you and what it is that you're doing, the more and more you're going to be successful later on. I had some great mentors along the way. Speaking of Griff, you know what I'm saying? Sean Prime, people that are in this business. I want you to surround yourself with the same like people. So this platform is always open to you, brother. But just call first. Just don't show up. Please just don't show up. I might not open the door. All right.
All right.
And tell your mom to bring some mac and cheese too. All right.
Okay, mama, you better bring me some.
Bring us some, not you. Bring us some.
Yeah, definitely us.
Wow, that was so selfish, Jalen. Wow, that was so selfish, brother. That was so selfish.
I said that's the first time.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I said that, Mom, let's bring me and go a McFadden some macaroni.
But keep up the great work, brother.
You too. And thank you for coming on.
Yes, sir. You gonna sign off, or what I do? I just log off?
Well, I'll log off, do a little outro for you, and then, I'll do some other stuff. But thank you definitely for coming on.
My man, take care. I'll see you soon, okay?
You too. Bye.
All right, peace. Bye, everybody.
Bye. And thank you guys for coming on. And guys, since it's, not been an hour. Oh, yes. Mac and cheese. Since it's not been an hour, I will offer you guys to come on and say some cool things. You don't have to put your camera on or anything. But thank you guys a lot, because this has been a year and like 2-3 months by now. And it's incredible. Thank you guys for all your support, because I honestly wouldn't have made it without you guys. So thank you guys a lot. Thank you, because, yeah, this is incredible. And, yeah, I'll put a link for you guys to join, talk about some cool things. And, yeah, thank you guys a lot for, your support, because, again, I wouldn't be here without you. And you guys are incredible. Thank you guys for watching. Just thank you. And you could hop on whenever you want to hop on. But thank you guys. Thank you for all your support. Thank you a lot. And thank you for all the viewers. And thank you. Thank you, Mr. Randall. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. He's my fishing coach, He's a very good guy. He knows some skills. I got a fishing rod from him. It's pretty cool. Thank you guys a lot for your support too. And while we're waiting, Jalen Says TV, now live for any content creators, whatever you do. If you do some interviewing, if you do piano, if you do music, if you do whatever you do, fishing like Mr. Randall, Mr. Unk, whatever you do, you could just DM us at JALEN Aliyu, Facebook, JALEN ALIYU, Facebook, and that'll help us help you, because it's very, 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 very cheap. It's on literally everything, and it won't have a Jalen Says marker on it. It'll be your show, your own thing, and it's on everything. Roku, Amazon Fire Stick. It's on a lot. It's on iOS, Apple, Samsung. It's on a lot of things, and it's cheaper than a lot of things on the market. And you can do whatever you want, and it won't have this Jalen Says, banner at the bottom. It will be your own show, and you could just DM us at Jalen Aliyu, Facebook, JALEN ALIYU. And guys, if you haven't already, subscribe. Get my numbers up. It helps me a lot with what I'm doing, and it just gives me a lot more support than because it does a lot. It helps me a lot with what I'm doing. It helps me, get those numbers up, get a lot of things, reach out to more people, because the more people that watch, get recommended. So thank you guys if you are subscribed, like the video if you haven't already, and thank you guys for all your support. And you could hop on if you want, share some cool things going on in your life, or just have a quick chat, and you don't have to put your camera on or anything. You could just, do, and it's pretty cool that you guys are on and, supporting me a lot, because I wouldn't be here without you. You guys are incredible, and it's fantastic. And by the way, very, very, very soon, I'm going to be hosting a book signing event. It's going to be pretty cool. You can find more information about that on my Facebook under Jalen Aliyu. Pretty cool. I'm going to be hosting a book signing, selling some books. But thank you guys. And it's at Popcorn Heaven. It's very cool. And it's Popcorn Heaven shop. Very, very cool. Oh, that's wonderful. You could DM us at JALEN Facebook, and we'll, talk. And, if you guys want to get on and talk, you could do that also. But yeah, thank you guys a lot. I will help you. I will help you, Mr. Randall Ray. I will help you with that. But if you guys want to get on, you can. But thank you guys a lot. Thank you guys a lot for, staying on while I talk and do some talking. And thank you guys a lot. And, guys, subscribe. I'm doing a lot of cool things. You could check some of that out on my Facebook under JALEN Aliyu. Also follow my Instagram under JALEN Says. Pretty cool. Doing a lot of grand things. Doing a lot of cool things. Yes. Water. Hey, maybe we could go fishing, Mr. Randall. Maybe we can. Got a pool right there, But thank you guys a lot for staying on. Thank you a lot. Yeah, it has been great. And thank you, Mr. Michael A. McFadden, because thank you for getting on the show with me. If you're watching, thank you a lot. Talking is a good thing. You know it. And subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe. Okay. Okay, Mr. Randall Ray. Okay. We will talk, Mr. Randall. We will talk. And thank you guys a lot. Let me read some of your comments. Hello. Hey, Mr. Aliyu. Hello back. Yes, yeah, that's pretty funny. Hey guys, thank you guys a lot for staying on. Thank you. And thank you from my mom too. This is already explained. Nope. Macaroni salad, cold is cool. Very correct. But thank you guys a lot. Thank you. Yes, like and share, everyone. Share the link. Thank you, Mr. Randall Ray. Thank you. I'll give you your tip out back. I mean, that never happened. But thank you guys a lot for staying on, supporting me, getting my views up too, because that recommends this video to more people and more people for watching this and more people, so I could get my views up and, keep doing this, get my subscribers up, get, my progress up, keep doing this, because I'm going to have incredible interviews, incredible things, like, share. Thank you guys a lot. And, I really thank you guys for my support, because we're at 290 subscribers right now. And that's a lot, especially since, I started at 0. But thank you guys a lot. Thank you. Because still, I wouldn't be here without you. So thank you guys a lot. Thank you. And yes, Mr. Randall Ray, I will try to get some of your pictures up. But thank you a lot. Thank you guys. And this is, great. I hope your day's been going great. Mine has been going wonderful. Ate me some, Pop-Tart things. Because, my mom doesn't want me to have Pop-Tarts and stuff. Thank you, Mom, for keeping me healthy. Thank you, Miss Betty. I'm very glad you try to not, miss out all of my shows. Haha. What's my favorite anime? I used to have one. I used to have a favorite anime, but I don't watch anime anymore. Box mac and cheese. No. Just no. Yes, but thank you guys a lot. I've been doing great. If you guys are wondering, I'm doing, a lot of stuff. Doing a lot of stuff, doing some interviewing, obviously. And this show has been great. If you haven't seen it, you could rewind to the beginning of it, because this one's great. Yes, it was Naruto. Was Naruto. Yes. And I never had boxed mac and cheese, never SpaghettiOs. And I don't plan on having either one of them except SpaghettiOs. Maybe just to try it and not for convenience or anything. Yes, but if you guys didn't know, I'm also a cook. I, cook a couple of things. Ha, 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 ha. Well, yeah, I cook, do a lot of things. I'd rather cook mac and cheese for 10 people than having boxed mac and cheese. Thank you for worrying about me. Wow, I'm pretty sure this is not Randall Ray, because the ribs were great. Thank you, Mr. Randall Ray, for giving me the ribs. It's very, very, very nice. Yes, no to boxed mac and cheese, but thank you for the ribs. They're very nice. We ate them immediately. They're very good. Hadn't had ribs in a while because of, COVID, but that's probably not one of the only reasons. But thank you guys a lot for your support getting on this. Helping me a lot, because this supports me, helps me, makes me be able to do a lot more things. And if you guys do want to donate, you could donate to JALEN says Cash App. That will help me do a lot more things, help me, get to more places, do more lives, get more better setups for, shows outside of my studio. Very, very nice orange wall. Oh, thank you. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Thank you. But if you guys do want to donate, you could donate to Cash App $JALEN says, and it helps me a lot do more things outside of my studio. Just do events like boxing, sports, basically any event, outside my studio. Yes. Cash App $JALEN says down there. Thank you a lot for all your support. And if you guys, like the video and you haven't already, like it. And if you guys do want to get on, talk to me and do some stuff, what's my favorite book? What is my favorite book? My favorite book. That's a hard one. Harry Potter series. That's all. Harry Potter. I don't know which Harry Potter series is my best, but I really like Harry Potter, Quidditch. Someone actually did Quidditch in real life. Rooms and everything. Yep. Pretty cool. And thank you guys a lot, for all your support. And by the way, just another reminder, if you guys want to do, anything live, basically anything, you could just DM us at JALEN ALIYU, JALEN Facebook. So, you could do some incredible things, and it won't have a JALEN says marker on it. It's way cheaper than anything on the market, and it's basically everywhere. Yeah, Harry Potter does rock. Yes, it does. But thank you guys a lot. Thank you a lot for, everything you do, because without you, I wouldn't be in this situation, which is, incredible. Because, this is incredible. I'm making it so far. And this is just very, 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 very incredible. It's very nice. Very, very nice. But thank you guys a lot for all your support. Thank you guys for doing, all these things. Have I had the opportunity to travel outside this country? No, but I do want to, after everything's settled with, what's going on right now. But yes, I definitely would like to. Definitely. Because, yes, I would really want to travel outside the country. Basically, travel in general. Because, I haven't been doing much of that right now. But, yes. Oh, and thank you, Miss Joan, for your gift. Thank you very much. Thank you. And subscribe. For some reason, we lost the subscriber, but hey, if you are subscribed, thank you, because that supports me. It helps me. That you guys are liking what I'm doing right now. And you guys can post any questions on, what I'm doing and stuff. And, I also have pets too. Pretty cool thing. They're chilling in their cages. Not dogs, not cats, not a bird. 2 reptiles. Pretty cool. Pretty nice. And thank you guys. Yes, I am living my dream. Sky is the limit. Well, I have this saying. Sky ain't the limit. Universe is the limit. Because universe is infinite. It can never end. Live your dreams till your heart's content and even more. Yeah. Very nice. And thank you, Miss John, for your gift. It's very appreciated. Very appreciated. But thank you guys a lot. Thank you guys for all your support. It's been wonderful. It's been nice, been incredible, been fantastic. Yeah, but if you guys want to, you could hop on, say your stuff. But thank you, Miss John, for your donation. And you could just share your dreams. Hop on the links in the chat. Do you have a scholarship fund set up for your future? No, I do. I am saving for my scholarship. All my acting stuff, like 90% goes into my scholarship, goes into, my school. Very much. Yes, Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo. Yeah. Very hard question. Very hard question. I kind of would have to say I'm an Xbox owner and I love the Xbox, but PlayStation's getting me with the fact they own Spider-Man. And even if you're a Xbox or PlayStation, guy, you're gonna have a Nintendo. You're gonna have a Nintendo Switch. Very good handheld console. Breath of the Wild's on there. But I would have to say PlayStation and Nintendo are, the best choices. PlayStation having Spider-Man, and Nintendo being the best handheld console you could get. Yeah. Yeah, it hurts me to say, but Xbox isn't, that much of a lead in the competition. But it's pretty nice. How does one contribute for my college fund? Well, thinking, I could start, a college fund thing and stuff, or cash out for my college fund. But I guess you guys could just cash app and, say, just donate, because, it helped me a lot. Some goes into college, some goes into JALEN says for more equipment, and then that helps me doing more stuff that gets more equipment, and then that helps me to get college money. But you could just just donate on Cash App. Yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah, Xbox is good. Xbox is good, but PlayStation, it's getting me with that. It's getting me with Spider-Man. Yeah, Nintendo's good. It's a great handheld console. Even though, don't take my advice. Well, take my advice if you want to, but you could look up more about it and stuff. But yeah, Nintendo's good too. Breath of the Wild, the best game. Better than Minecraft, better than Fortnite, better than basically everything. It's a great game. Pretty great. Pretty nice. But thank you guys a lot. And you guys can hop on to ask more of your questions, or you could just type them in the chat. Whatever you want. And thank you. Love to you all. Thank you guys a lot. And yeah, thank you. Because again, I wouldn't be here without you guys. I wouldn't be here without you guys. Because your guys' support helps me a lot in what I'm doing. Helps me a lot in what I'm doing and what I'm doing. But thank you guys a lot. You could type in any more comments. But thank you guys a lot. It's going to end shortly, but thank you guys. And thank you guys, because I wouldn't be here without you guys. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell everyone you know. Share. And thank you guys a lot, because without you guys, I wouldn't be here. And, subscribing helps me get more to my college fund, get more to all that, because it helps me gain money with my subscriptions and stuff. So yeah, guys, tell your friends, subscribe. Helps me a lot, helps me get out to more people, helps more people see me, and helps more people subscribe. And help with Jalen says doing more things and life general. But thank you. What do I do for fun? Well, yeah, Scrabble. Scrabble. Well, what do I do for fun? I do a lot of things for fun. I'm just learning how to play baseball. Pretty cool. Yeah. Nice. If you saw my Facebook video, I hit it over the roof a couple times. I mean, not to brag or anything. Yeah. But yeah, I do a lot of stuff for fun. Get on my Xbox. I am an Xbox gamer, even though PS4 offers more, and Nintendo's just that middle character that everyone wants, even though they're an Xbox and PlayStation guy. But yeah, I do a lot of things for fun. Play, run around, Legos, Beyblades. I just ordered some new ones coming in very soon. Pretty nice. Yeah, Scrabble. Scrabble's pretty fun. Even though I never played it, I think it's pretty fun. Yeah, but thank you guys for coming on. Thank you a lot. And yeah, subscribe. And thank you guys. And share also. Share, because that helps me a lot. Gets it to more viewers. And yeah, thank you guys a lot. Yep. Home run. I was also pretty good in whatever the kicking and ball version of baseball is. I forgot what it is. But yeah, I was pretty good at that also. Get some home runs in that too. Pretty good. But thank you guys a lot for coming on, subscribing. And, thank you guys. Oh, a Scrabble war. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty cool. Pretty nice. Actually thinking of that, since I do have, 4 more minutes. Speaking of, Scrabble and stuff like that, I could actually now do one little thing. If you guys do want to, it's kind of like a drawing game, but it's pretty Pretty cool. If you guys do want to join, it's like a drawing game. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. This is also going to be a test for something coming up real soon too. A new thing's coming up real soon. I'm not going to say much. I'm going to keep it as spoilers. But something's going to be coming up real soon. And we're going to be using this. So if you guys do want to hop on. And this is kind of like a drawing game. You know? And if you guys do want to hop on, this will help me, with something new I'm going to be doing. Very new. It's going to be very cool. Very cool. Oh, thank you. Thank you. What is my favorite game on Xbox? Minecraft. Yes, but if you guys do want to hop on, I put a link in the chat. And if you guys do want to hop on, this will help me with what I'm doing. It's a drawing game. It'll help me with, what I'm doing with something very new coming out very soon. It's very cool. You could hop onto the link. It's like a drawing game. I'm going to try it out for something very, 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 very new. And it's kind of a secret too. It's coming out very soon. But this will be one of the features on it. And yes, what's coming up very soon is going to be interactive, some cool things, some cool stuff. But if you guys do want to hop on, I put a link down in the chat. And yeah, there's some cool things. And now I just noticed some of my links are not showing up in the chat. But yes, that's the link. Just put it up in the chat. And that, you could hop on. And it will help me with what I'm doing very, very soon. I put a link to, get on. And I put a link to this StreamYard if you guys want to get on for the couple minutes. And it just pulled up. The link's just coming up. For some reason, it didn't show for a second. But yes, I just put in 2 links in the bottom. And you guys could come on, see what's gonna be new very soon. Very, very new show gonna come out very, very soon. Just put it in the chat. I just put the link to this drawing game that I'm gonna be doing in a very, 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 very new thing. It's gonna be very, very new. Very, very new. And it's gonna be very cool too. And the link should be there. But yeah, thank you guys a lot. I'll put the link across the screen too, just in case. But thank you guys a lot. Thank you a lot, because, you're helping me a lot with what I'm doing and stuff. And that's the link to get on something new I'm going to be doing real soon. And it's going to be very cool. It's going to be on this very, very, very new show. It's going to be very nice. Very nice. I used to play. Let's play Roblox. Not anymore. Used to play it. Very nice game. But Minecraft now. But guys, you could just type in that link. Pretty cool. We're going to try out something new on a new show that's going to be coming out soonish. And it's going to be very nice. But thank you guys for, coming on, staying on after the interview, which was very great, very nice, very grand. And if you guys do want to try out what I'm doing very, very soon, the link is up there. You could type it in your search bar. And, this will help me test one of the new things I'll be doing for a very new show. Very cool. Very cool. But thank you guys for staying on. It's been very, very, very great, very grand, very nice. And thank you guys for your support too. Because, without you, I wouldn't be here wouldn't be doing most of this stuff because it's all about the support, all about liking, all about subscribing. Because, hey, thank you. Thank you a lot. Thank you for, liking, watching, and staying on for after the interview because it's very, very nice. And but that would be it right now, and stay tuned for another episode of Jalen Says coming out next week, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you guys. Stay tuned and have a nice day.